From One Blue Jays Way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Saturday baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. Towing the slab in today's game, Jose Barrios. What do you have on him, Siggy?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
At the plate, Zach McKinstry. Inside corner for a strike, and we're underway. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
And up next for Detroit, Colt Keith. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, left fielder, Riley Green.
Here's Riley Green. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Hit in the air, left field. Santander corrals it. 2 down.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Terry.
Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Kerry Carpenter.
Well, he's coming off a nice 4 RBI performance last time out, so they'll certainly take something like that again. It's very interesting. When a guy gets comfortable with runners on base, that's when he can do a lot of damage. He's having some really good at-bats, especially when it matters right now.
Kerry Carpenter in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Carpenter with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
Foul! That ball's foul!
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the second game of the series. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And that one hammered. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. He got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Here comes Gleyber Torres.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, batting over 300 so far this month.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And there's a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gleyber swings, drives one. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And they add a couple more. It's 3-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No ball.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Caught him looking for the K. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. On the hill here today, Tarek Skubal. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Bo Bichette, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Batting second.
Here's
Second
Andres
baseman,
Jimenez.
Andres
Good defender.
Jimenez.
He's been inconsistent offensively. And that's in for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Ground ball, Torkelson. He takes it on his own. Berrios back to work on the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Veerling in his 4th year, 28 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. A little bit low, and it's 2-1. To third, and that's foul. And it remains 2-2. Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Batting 8th, catcher, Jake
And next up
Rogers.
for the Tigers, Jake Rogers. Right now 3rd in the American League in RBIs. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. 1 out, bases empty. There's a swing and a miss.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the
Batting
plate
ninth,
right now.
center
Just
fielder,
disconnected
Harper
from
Meadows.
head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Two outs. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom
off
half of
for
inning number
Toronto,
2. Stepping in the
left
long ball
fielder,
threat, Anthony Santander.
Santander.
Grounds 1 to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Batting 5th, right fielder, George Springer.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's George Springer. Late swing fouled off. Slice the other way and foul. Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And now, Alejandro Kirk.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Santander stands at first with 1 out. Swung on, belted. Back there. Makes a leaping grab for the out. So he went on a journey for that one. One of the more impressive catches we've seen lately, Chris, as we pull up the stack hat on it.
Yeah, he was believing the whole way, man. 110 feet on the dot. So that was a tough play, and we saw how difficult it was with our own eyes, and the numbers really back it up.
So a man aboard, and now it's Dalton Varsho. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And they'll do it again. And a pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. So one hit is all they get. We played 2 full. It's the Tigers 3 and the Jays nothing. Back here at Rogers Center, top half of the 3rd inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, oh, nice stop on a slide. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Singled and scored his first time.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Springer, 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Riley Green.
Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Doubled his first time up. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs. Popped up. Jimenez under it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 3 and the Jays nothing. Back now in Toronto. Now it's the DH, Ernie Clement.
Hitter, Ernie Clement.
Down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And a strike on the outside edge.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one misses, and now it's 3-2. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there. And I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a cold ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Will Wagner in the box now. No balls and a strike. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
He goes down looking. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
That one to first, Torkelson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Still down 3-0. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. That pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Strike 1.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just
1-1.
needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So Torque takes the win.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Let's go, Blue Jays!
Veerling in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering misses down and away. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Springer there makes the catch, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Tigers 3 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chavi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Andres Jimenez. On the ground to third. Fair ball.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So a man at first. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
The count.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high
strikes.
fastball. Really tough to hit.
Pitch
One ball,
misses, and the count 1-2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
It's been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've really got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Anthony Santander at the plate. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, the hitter
No ball, 2
shows the
strikes.
pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
That
Ball
misses, and the count is 1-2. Jimenez at first, one gone. Way inside, gets away. To second, but way too late, safe there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a
Now
couple
batting,
of pitches
right fielder,
to even that count
George
up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And the batter is George Springer. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
0-2.
Runner at second, 2 down. This one in the air, right field. Carpenter on the move, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Toronto. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for
pitcher's duel
Detroit,
so far.
catcher
Here's how the
Jake
starters have
Rogers.
performed up to this point. Berrios back to work. That one finds the corner. Strike 1. Rogers, 29 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And up next for Detroit, Parker Meadows. Fly ball down the line. Springer makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting.
And here's the
shortstop,
Tiger
Zach
leadoff man,
McKinstry.
Zach McKinstry. swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1's the count.
Not close with that one. And that is ball one. Center field. Varsho settles under this one. Brings it in. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Colt Keith.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Colt Keith, 1 for 2. In there at the knees, strike 1. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. And there's a ball. Good eye right there.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That's off the inside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So digging in,
Now
Dalton Varsho. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Varsho.
In the dirt, well done behind the dish. Comes up empty.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Nobody out, runner at first. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that
Now
changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Designated hitter, Ernie Clement.
Digging in, Ernie Clement. Just missed. Man at first, 1 away.
That's a ball.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the third baseman,
Up next
Will
for
Wagner.
the Blue Jays, third baseman, Will Wagner.
Swings through that.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And down on strikes he goes. That's his 9th strikeout so so far. Blue Jays held in check. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here at Rogers Center, now the left fielder Riley Green. Just missed. Swings through that one for strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. On the ground right side. Slings the first. Now one gone at the top of the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter, the next to hit. There's the strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Gleyber Torres up to hit, and it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Pitch misses outside, and that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. So they make short work of him there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Tigers 4 and the Jays nothing. Back now in Toronto, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bo Bichette. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that is out of play. And that drops in for a strike. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, it probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Jimenez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that is that. Welcome back
Leading
as
off
we
for the
take a peek
Tigers,
at the
first
starting
baseman,
pitching so
Mr.
far this year.
Torkelson.
There's a strike.
0-1. Ball. That's inside.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and
Designated
those are the
hitter,
ones where
Matt
you got to
Vierling.
make them pay.
And next is the designated hitter, Matt Vierling. His righty-lefty splits there.
No, that's a foul ball.
And now the 0-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Torkelson leads off second with nobody out. Foul ball still 0-2. That one
Ball
missed. In the air, right side. Springer sizes this one up. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out. And now Jake Rogers. He's already homered in this game. Foul ball there. Next offering is down low. And that's down and away. And that's fouled off. One away with a runner at third here in the top half of inning number 7. Line drive, and that's just foul. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him looking. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Now batting.
And now the center fielder, Parker
Meadows.
Meadows. 0 for 2 in this one. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swing and a chopper out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. Got him! A beautiful play to end the inning. Tigers lead 1. They lead 4-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Tigers bullpen with some action. Bo Brisky up and throwing. Hannafy warming up as well. And a swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Swing and a miss, and Scooble gets the strikeout.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
And that one is lifted in the air. Carpenter on the move towards the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
2 down, base is empty. And the batter now, Alejandro Kirk. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And makes the grab. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. So into the 8th, and he's back on the mound despite some rough patches.
Well, he's definitely had to battle.
Now pitching.
Alec Manoah will take over here.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
That misses. Ball 1. Swings through that one out in front that time. That one the other way. Takes it in for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Colt Keith.
And now, Colt Keith, 1 for 3. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Manoah, a former All-Star, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The other way. Rolls across the diamond, and the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. Last half of the 8th coming up. Tigers 4 and the Jays nothing. Bo Brisky comes on now,
and he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Center fielder Dalton Varsho.
And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The Jays down by 4. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Gets a piece and stays alive.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat
Throws to first in time, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail it here 4-0. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Manoah back to work. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Now this is in the air down the line. And George makes the grab. Here's Gleyber Torres. He's already homered here in this one. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And next up for the Tigers, Spencer Torkelson. Breaking ball misses down and away. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He will score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Swing at a ground ball. Tosses to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers.
Counts 1-0.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have Philadelphia.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy, Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
And first offering is fouled off.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. The Tigers up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next pitch is outside. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Vladdy now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.